Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I am Preet Pannu from Abu Dhabi Indian School, and today I would like to share my research work on the topic Social Engineering, Understanding and Protecting Against Cyber Threats. Today, let's explore the concept of social engineering, a term that refers to the manipulation of individuals to gain access to confidential information or systems. In our digital age, where technology is deeply integrated into our daily lives, understanding the nuances of social engineering is more important than ever. Cybercriminals often exploit human psychology to trick individuals into divulging sensitive information or granting unauthorized access. Through this presentation, my aim is to shed light on the various tactics employed in social engineering, ranging from phishing emails to pretexting and tailgating. By raising awareness about these tactics, let's empower individuals to recognize and resist social engineering attempts, thereby enhancing cybersecurity measures. The agenda today includes an overview of common social engineering techniques, real world examples, and practical tips for safeguarding against such threats. Let's embark on this journey together to bolster our defenses against cyber threats in the digital era. Now, let's explore the brief history. Well, social engineering traces its roots back to the ancient times where individuals utilized persuasion and manipulation to achieve their objectives. Over the years, it has evolved alongside advancements in technology, taking on new forms and strategies. In the digital age, social engineering has become a significant concern due to its potential to exploit human vulnerabilities in online interactions. Now, let's delve into the goals of social engineering. At its core, social engineering aims to manipulate individuals or groups into performing specific actions or divulging confidential information. These goals may include gaining unauthorized access to systems, stealing sensitive data, or spreading misinformation for malicious purposes. Understanding the objectives of social engineering is crucial for recognizing and mitigating its risks in today's interconnected world. In our discussion on social engineering, it's essential to explore the psychological principles that underpin its effectiveness. Firstly, influence and persuasion techniques play a pivotal role, leveraging various tactics to sway individuals' decisions and actions. These techniques may involve reciprocity, scarcity, authority, and social proof, among others. Additionally, behavioral triggers are key elements used to prompt specific responses from individuals. By understanding human behavior patterns and triggers, social engineers can tailor their strategies to evoke desired reactions. Moreover, cognitive biases are frequently exploited in social engineering schemes. These biases, such as confirmation bias, authority bias, and the illusion of control, influence individuals' judgment and decision making processes, making them susceptible to manipulation. By comprehensively understanding these psychological principles, we can better recognize and mitigate the risks associated with social engineering tactics. Through awareness and education, individuals can empower themselves to resist manipulation and protect against potential threats to their security and privacy. When discussing social engineering, It's crucial to identify the various types used to exploit human psychology for malicious purposes. Here are four common techniques. Phishing involves sending fraudulent emails or messages disguised as legitimate communications to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information such as passwords or financial details. Pretexting. In this method, attackers create a fabricated scenario or pretext to gain the trust of their target. They may impersonate someone else, such as a company employee or an authority figure, to extract valuable information. Baiting. Now, baiting involves offering something enticing like a free download or USB drive to lure victims into a trap. Once the victim takes the bait, malicious software may be installed on their device or sensitive information may be compromised. Tailgating, also known as piggybacking, this tactic involves an attacker physically following behind someone with authorized access to a restricted area. By exploiting the courtesy or lack of attention of the authorized individual, the attacker gains unauthorized access. Understanding these types of social engineering can help individuals recognize and defend against potential threats to their security and privacy. Phishing is a deceptive cybercrime technique that involves fraudulently obtaining sensitive information such as passwords or credit card numbers by masquerading as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication. Common characteristics of phishing attempts include urgent requests for personal information, alarming messages threatening consequences for not complying, and suspicious links or attachments. Real life examples of phishing attacks include fraudulent emails, purportedly from banks requesting access to account information, fake invoices or shipping notifications with malicious attachments, and deceptive messages posing as popular online services, prompting users to reset their passwords on fake websites designed to steal login credentials. Recognizing these characteristics and examples can help individuals avoid falling victim to phishing scams and protect their sensitive information from being compromised. Pretexting is a form of social engineering where an attacker creates a fabricated scenario or pretext to manipulate individuals into divulging confidential information or performing certain actions. Common scenarios involve the attacker posing as a trusted individual or authority figure, such as a coworker, IT technician, or customer service representative, to gain the victim's trust and access sensitive information. Case studies of pretexting include instances where attackers impersonate employees of a company's IT department to trick individuals into revealing their login credentials or posing as a bank representative to extract account details from unsuspecting customers over the phone. In these cases, the attackers exploit human psychology and social dynamics to deceive individuals and obtain valuable information for fraudulent purposes. Awareness of these tactics and skepticism towards unsolicited requests for information can help individuals recognize and avoid falling victim to pretexting scams. Baiting is a social engineering technique that involves enticing individuals with the promise of something desirable to manipulate them into taking specific actions or divulging sensitive information. Methods and techniques of baiting may include offering free downloads, such as software or media files that contain malware, or leaving infected USB drives in public areas for unsuspecting individuals to pick up and use. Illustrative examples of baiting include scenarios where attackers distribute seemingly legitimate emails or advertisements offering free software downloads or gift cards. When recipients click on the provided links or download the offered files, malware is installed on their devices, allowing attackers to gain unauthorized access or steal sensitive information. Baiting exploits human curiosity and the desire for instant gratification, making individuals more susceptible to engaging in risky behavior without considering the potential consequences. Awareness of these tactics and exercising caution when encountering unsolicited offers can help mitigate the risks associated with baiting attacks. Tailgating, in the context of social engineering, refers to the unauthorized entry into a secured area by following closely behind an authorized individual. This technique takes advantage of people's natural inclination to hold doors open for people or be polite by allowing someone to enter behind them. Vulnerabilities exploited in tailgating include the reliance on physical security measures such as access control systems or badge readers, which may be ineffective if individuals do not properly verify the identity of those entering restricted areas. Security risks associated with tailgating include unauthorized access to sensitive areas, theft of physical assets or information, and potential compromise of organizational security protocols. Attackers may gain entry to facilities where they can carry out further malicious activities such as theft, sabotage, or espionage. Mitigating the risks of tailgating requires implementing robust physical security measures such as access control policies, security awareness training for employees, and surveillance systems to monitor entry points and detect suspicious behavior. Additionally, promoting a culture of security awareness and emphasizing the importance of following proper access control procedures can help prevent unauthorized access through tailgating techniques. Case studies of notable social engineering attacks provide valuable insights into the tactics used by malicious actors, their impact, and the lessons learned from these incidents. One such case is the Kevin Mitnick social engineering attacks in the 1990s, where Mitnick exploited human vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access to computer systems and steal sensitive information. His tactics included pretexting, phishing, and impersonation, resulting in significant financial and reputational damage to the targeted organizations. The impact of social engineering attacks can be severe, leading to data breaches, financial losses, damaged reputation, and legal consequences for the affected organizations. For example, the Target data breach in 2013, which involved phishing emails targeting employees, resulting in the theft of millions of customer records and billions of dollars in loss for the company. Lessons learned from these attacks emphasize the importance of robust security awareness training for employees, implementing multi factor authentication, regularly updating security protocols, and conducting thorough risk assessments to identify and mitigate potential vulnerabilities. Organizations must remain vigilant and proactive in defending against social engineering attacks to safeguard their assets and maintain trust with stakeholders. Social engineering tactics encompass a range of psychological manipulation strategies, emotional triggers, and deceptive techniques employed by malicious actors to exploit human vulnerabilities and gain unauthorized access to sensitive information or resources. Psychological manipulation strategies involve exploiting human psychology to influence behavior, such as building rapport, creating a sense of urgency or instilling fear. Emotional triggers target individuals' making process. Deception techniques involve the use of misleading information or false identities to trick victims into divulging confidential information or performing actions against their best interests. Examples of social engineering tactics include phishing emails that impersonate trusted entities to solicit information, pretexting, where attackers create a false pretext or scenario to gain trust, and baiting, where enticing offers or incentives are used to lure victims into compromising situations. Understanding these tactics is crucial for organizations and individuals to recognize and defend against social engineering attacks effectively. By raising awareness, implementing security protocols, and fostering a culture of skepticism, individuals can mitigate the risks posed by social engineering tactics and protect themselves from exploitation. Identifying social engineering attacks requires an understanding of common red flags and warning signs that indicate suspicious activity. Some key indicators include unsolicited requests. Be cautious of unexpected emails, phone calls, or messages requesting sensitive information or urging immediate action. Urgency or fear tactics. Watch out for communications that create a sense of urgency, fear, or panic, pressuring you to act quickly without verifying the legitimacy of the request. Unusual sender addresses. Check the sender's email address or phone number for inconsistencies or suspicious domains that may indicate impersonation or phishing attempts. Requests for confidential information. Be wary of requests for passwords, account credentials, or personal information, especially if they come from unfamiliar sources or seem out of context. Unusual behavior or language. Pay attention to inconsistencies in language, tone, or behavior that deviate from typical communication patterns, as these may indicate fraudulent intent. By remaining vigilant and recognizing these warning signs, individuals can protect themselves and their organizations from falling victim to social engineering attacks. Regular security awareness training, robust communications are essential in maintaining a strong defense against social engineering threats. Social engineering attacks can have significant impact on individuals, organizations, and society as a whole, including financial losses. Victims of social engineering scams may suffer financial losses due to fraudulent transactions, unauthorized access to accounts, or theft of sensitive financial information. Data breaches. Social engineering attacks often result in data breaches where attackers gain unauthorized access to sensitive information such as personal data, financial records, or intellectual property. These breaches can lead to identity theft, fraud, and compromised privacy. Reputational damage. Organizations targeted by social engineering attacks may experience reputational damage due to breaches of trust, loss of customer confidence, and negative publicity. Reputational damage can have long term consequences for businesses, affecting their credibility, competitiveness, and relations with stakeholders. Legal and regulatory consequences. Social engineering attacks may also result in legal and regulatory consequences for organizations, including fines, penalties, and legal liabilities for failing to protect sensitive information or comply with data protection laws. Overall, the impact of social engineering extends beyond immediate financial losses to encompass broader implications for security, privacy, and trust in digital environments. Effective mitigation strategies, including cybersecurity awareness training, robust authentication measures, and proactive threat detection, are essential for minimizing the impact of social engineering attacks. Social engineering attacks can target various sectors, with some industries being more vulnerable than others due to the nature of the information they handle and their reliance on trust based interactions. Government. Government agencies are often targeted due to the sensitive data they possess, including classified information, national security data, and citizen records. Social engineering tactics aim to exploit weaknesses in bureaucratic processes or manipulate individuals with access to critical systems. Finance. The finance industry is a prime target for social engineering attacks because of the potential financial gain for attackers. Phishing emails, phone scams, and pretexting are common methods used to trick individuals into divulging banking credentials, transferring funds, or providing sensitive financial information. Healthcare. Healthcare organizations hold vast amounts of sensitive data, including patient health records and insurance information. Social engineering attacks in this sector can lead to data breaches, medical identity theft, and unauthorized access to medical records, jeopardizing patient privacy and healthcare delivery. Technology. Technology companies are frequent targets due to their access to valuable intellectual property and user data. Attackers may employ tactics like spear phishing or pretexting to gain unauthorized access to proprietary technology, steal trade secrets, or compromise software systems. Education. Educational institutions are vulnerable to social engineering attacks, especially those that handle student records, research data, or financial information. Phishing scams targeting students and faculty, as well as pretexting to gain access to sensitive systems, are common tactics used in this sector. Statistics show a rise in social engineering attacks across all sectors, with cybercriminals increasingly relying on social engineering tactics to bypass traditional security measures. Organizations must prioritize employee training, implement robust cybersecurity policies, and regularly assess and update their security protocols to mitigate the risk of social engineering tactics. In today's digital landscape, safeguarding against social engineering attacks is crucial. As individuals, we play a pivotal role in defending against these threats. There are few best practices that can bolster our defenses. Firstly, stay informed through cybersecurity awareness training to recognize and respond to potential threats effectively. Exercise caution and skepticism, especially with unsolicited emails or messages requesting sensitive information. Verify requests independently using official contact channels to confirm authenticity. Implement robust authentication measures like multi factor authentication and to prevent unauthorized access. Utilize secure communication channels for sharing sensitive information. Keep software and security solutions up to date to mitigate vulnerabilities. Promptly report suspicious attempts to your organization's IT or security team. By adopting these practices, we can fortify our defenses and contribute to a safer digital environment for ourselves and our organizations. In the realm of cybersecurity, the importance of employee training cannot be overstated. It serves as the cornerstone for creating a security conscious culture within organizations. By imparting knowledge about cyber threats, phishing scams, and social engineering tactics, employees become the first line of defense against potential attacks. Training empowers them to recognize suspicious activities, adhere to cybersecurity policies, and take appropriate actions to mitigate risks. Furthermore, it instills a sense of responsibility and accountability for maintaining the integrity of organizational data and systems. Cybersecurity policies play a complementary role by providing guidelines and protocols for employees to follow. Together, employee education and cybersecurity policies form a robust framework for safeguarding against cyber threats and fostering a culture of vigilance and resilience in the face of evolving security challenges. Implementing effective security awareness programs is paramount in today's digital landscape. These programs are designed to educate employees about cybersecurity threats, best practices, and the importance of maintaining a vigilant mindset. Key components of such programs include simulated phishing exercises, which simulate real world phishing attempts to gauge employee susceptibility and provide targeted training where needed. Additionally, these programs emphasize continuous learning and improvement, adapting to evolving threats and technologies. By fostering a culture of security awareness, organizations empower employees to recognize and respond to potential threats proactively. This not only enhances the organization's overall security posture, but also instills a sense of responsibility and ownership among employees, making them active participants in safeguarding sensitive information and protecting against cyber attacks. To combat phishing attacks effectively, organizations rely on advanced technology solutions designed to detect and mitigate threats. Anti phishing tools and software analyze email content, URLs, and attachments in real time, employing sophisticated algorithms and machine learning to identify suspicious elements and prevent attacks before they occur. Email filtering and authentication mechanisms are crucial components of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy, automatically flagging and quarantining suspicious emails while verifying the authenticity of incoming messages to thwart impersonation attacks. Endpoint protection solutions offer another layer of defense, securing individual devices within the network and detecting and blocking malicious software and phishing attempts. By integrating these technology solutions with robust security policies and employee awareness programs, organizations can enhance their resilience against phishing attacks and safeguard critical assets effectively. Two-factor authentication, or 2FA, adds an extra layer of security to the authentication process by requiring users to provide two different authentication factors. This typically involves something the user knows, such as a password, and something they have, such as a mobile device or security token. Implementing 2FA enhances security by significantly reducing the risk of unauthorized access, even if passwords are compromised. It provides an additional barrier against phishing attacks and unauthorized login attempts, strengthening overall cybersecurity posture. Many platforms and services offer 2FA as an option, allowing users to enable it for their accounts. Case studies and examples demonstrate its effectiveness in preventing unauthorized access and protecting sensitive data. By implementing 2FA, organizations can bolster their security defenses and mitigate the risk of data breaches and unauthorized access, providing greater peace of mind for users and administrators alike. An incident response plan is vital for swiftly addressing social engineering attacks. It begins with developing a comprehensive strategy outlining steps to be taken in the event of an attack. First, identify the breach's nature and scope, then contain it to prevent further damage. Next, eradicate the threat by removing malicious elements from affected systems. Finally, prioritize recovery efforts to restore normal operations promptly. Timeliness is crucial. A swift response can mitigate the attack's impact, minimizing financial losses and safeguarding sensitive data. Effective response procedures ensure that every stakeholder understands their roles and responsibilities, enhancing coordination and efficiency. By prioritizing the development of a robust incident response plan, organizations can effectively counter social engineering threats. This proactive approach bolsters resilience, enabling businesses to swiftly recover from attacks and maintain operational continuity. In the realm of cybersecurity, regulatory compliance plays a crucial role in safeguarding sensitive data and mitigating the risk of social engineering attacks. Various legal and regulatory requirements, such as GDPR, HIPAA, and CCPA, outline standards for data protection and privacy. These compliance standards establish guidelines and protocols for organizations to follow, ensuring the secure handling and processing of personal and sensitive information. By adhering to these regulations, businesses are mandated to implement robust security measures, conduct regular risk assessments, and provide adequate employee training. Furthermore, regulatory frameworks impose penalties and fines for non-compliance, incentivizing organizations to prioritize cybersecurity initiatives. By aligning with regulatory requirements, businesses can bolster their defenses against social engineering attacks and enhance overall cybersecurity posture. Therefore, regulatory compliance serves as a critical component in the collective effort to mitigate cyber threats and protect sensitive information from exploitation. As we conclude our discussion on social engineering, let's recap the key points that we have covered. We've delved into the definition and tactics of social engineering, explored its various forms and impacts, and discussed preventive measures and incident response strategies. It's evident that social engineering poses a significant threat to individuals, organizations, and societies as a whole. Therefore, it's imperative to prioritize social engineering awareness and implement robust security measures. From educating employees and conducting awareness programs to deploying technology solutions and regulatory compliance, every step counts in fortifying our defenses against social engineering. Let's take action together to enhance our security posture and safeguard against cyber threats. By fostering a culture of vigilance, continuous learning, and proactive measures, we can collectively mitigate the risks posed by social engineering and provide our data and assets from exploitation. Together, let's strengthen our resilience against evolving cyber threats and build a safer digital environment for all. Now, I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Please feel free to ask anything related to the presentation on social engineering in general. Okay, so I have one question here. What are some common signs that someone may be trying to manipulate you online? Okay, thank you for that question. So, some common signs of online manipulation include receiving unsolicited requests for personal information or passwords, feeling pressured to act quickly or urgently, and encountering offers that seem too good to be true, and receiving messages with grammatical errors or inconsistencies. Additionally, be cautious of emails or messages that evoke strong emotions or create a sense of fear, urgency, or curiosity to prompt you to click on links or download any attachments. It's essential to trust your instincts and verify the legitimacy of any request before taking an action. By staying vigilant and recognizing these warning signs, you can better protect yourself against online manipulation and any social engineering tactics. Okay, thank you all for your attention and participation today. If you have any further questions or would like to connect, please feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day.